Good morning, Patriots. It is Praying Medic. It is Thursday, April 12th, and this is my QAnon update. Back in the saddle, back at home. Hopefully I'll be able to give you updates more often. So, Q has been busy last couple of days. People have been asking about where Q posts can be found. Some of the sites go down once in a while. And if you try to access these on a mobile device, some of them will give you these annoying warnings and virus alerts and things of that nature. So we've got 5 different sites here that you can check out where you can view Q posts. QAnon.pub is a reliable one. QAnonpost.com, QAnonmap.bitbucket.io. Then there's QAnonpost.online. And then there is QNTMPKTS.keybase.pub. All of those are verified working sites that update pretty regularly for Q posts if you want to go there and check them out. My theme for the series is we have it all. All right, this is going back to April 10th. Q posted at Snowden, yes, testify, then drop. We have it all. These people are stupid. Fireworks. POTUS weekly address. End Q. All right. So I had previously thought that Snowden was going to testify, and that's not actually what Q was talking about. Q was talking about Snowden dropping some information after somebody testifies. And Q is saying, look, we have it all. And Trump and Admiral Rogers and the NSA, they have all the information. They just need someone to come in and verify it. So, and Anon explained why it would be best to have Snowden drop his info after Zuckerberg's testimony before Congress. Nothing like having your enemy publicly lie on record with video and then have everything he said proven as lies. There is no counterplay to that. Zuck is trapped. So Q posted, we'll get back to this in just a minute. I'm just going through the posts that Q did last night and this morning. Q posted 3 links and some observations. FBI burning the midnight oil, that was something Q said previously. Here's a link to a Sarah Carter article. What was just released to Nunez, here's a link to a New York Times article. Warning, Telegraph. Link to a Trump status update, a tweet. And then Q said it's happening. So the first link goes to Sarah Carter's response on Twitter to someone who is impatient and wants to see justice served. And they basically said, you know, this Wednesday night, 6 p.m., or will they keep up with the toothless bite? If Nunez commits to it, do it. Don't turn back, even if it's a day late. We the people want scalps now. Enough is enough. And then Sarah Carter's response was midnight. So that's the first link. The second link is to a story about the mysterious Ezra Cohen Watnick, who was General Flynn's protege. He took a job as, recently took a job as National Security Advisor to Jeff Sessions. He was on the National Security Council, and he got on the wrong side of McMaster's and ended up getting fired, but he's back with Jeff Sessions. So that's a link to that article. And, oh, by the way, let me give you some background information on this story. It was Ezra Cohen Watnick who actually assisted Devin Nunez in getting access to the documents that he needed to find out what was going on with the FISA abuse. Ezra Cohen Watnick was instrumental in allowing that to happen, so he's now going to be helping Sessions. He is a smart young man, so we need to keep him in prayer. Third link is to a tweet by President warning Russia it's a mistake to align themselves with Syria. Russia vows to shoot down any and all missiles fired at Syria. Hey, get ready, Russia, because they will be coming. Nice and new and smart. You shouldn't be partners with a gas-killing animal who kills his people and enjoys it. Interestingly enough, let me show you something here from this morning. And I tweeted this out. Let me go back to my timeline. It's an article about what happened with Russia and Syria since Trump got on them about getting serious. Is this it? That's not it. Oh, this guy. Here's the article. I'll open that. This is a tweet. This guy says, wow, with one tweet about smart missiles, Trump got the Russian Navy to flee to sea, the Syrian Air Force to flee to Iran, and Hezbollah to skedaddle. That's truly amazing. Obama would have had to mobilize the entire Marine Corps to do that. And this is from the Times of Israel. Photos show the Russian Navy has left the Syrian port ahead of a possible U.S. strike. So no one was going to take chances after Trump threatened to send some missiles flying. See, he's done it before, and they are considering the fact that he may not be messing around, so they're not taking chances. So, yeah, fun times. Q then posted this. A clean house is very important. Note capital H is in brackets. Q then posted this, and he said, our comms must be this way. It's coded. Refer back the why. National security laws, trust the plan, April showers, Q. And he just said, hey, is that reference to the House of Representatives? And Q reposted that. So when Q reposts an anon, that's just confirmation that yes, it was referring to the House of Representatives, and that's Paul Ryan deciding not to run again for Congress, and he will be stepping down as Speaker of the House. So the House is the reference there. Q posted 2 links about the Swamp's efforts to obstruct Mike Pompeo's confirmation as Secretary of State. That is actually going on right now. Pompeo is in hearings, Senate confirmation hearings. So here's the first article. Hillary Clinton advises Pompeo to stop purging all of her deep state friends from the State Department. And then some people are getting their underwear in a wad over Pompeo's failure to disclose some investments that he had in Chinese-owned company. Wasn't brought up when he was confirmed as CIA director, but now they want to make a deal of it. So I'm not too afraid of that. Q reposted a discovery made by an anon, and that is this one. This is a very interesting revelation, and I can't get the entire thing in here, unfortunately. Actually, I can. Hang on a sec. Let me zoom down. There we go. So this is basically a story here about the Pentagon canceling a project called LifeLog, which is an effort to build a database that tracks a person's entire existence. Run by DARPA, the Defense Department's research arm, LifeLog aimed at gathering in a single place just about everything an individual says, sees, or does. Phone calls they make, TV shows they watch, magazines they read, the plane tickets they buy, their emails sent and received, private messaging, a seamlessly endless ocean of information. Computer scientists would then plot distinctive routes in the data, mapping relationships and memories and events and experiences. That sound anything like familiar to you at all? That sound like Facebook? Right. So this Anon found out that on the same day, February 4th, that the Pentagon killed this project, Facebook was started. February 4th. You can see down here below. If I mouse over it, you won't see it. Look down below, founded February 4th, 2004. So the same day that the Pentagon killed their LifeLog project, Facebook started up. That is not a coincidence. And wait till you find out who dropped this. So, Q posted, the finder of this should apply to the NSA. Q. I love it. All right. So Q then said this, drop after testimony. Are you learning yet? Q. All right. So One of the Anons thinks he has the connection. Did Snowden just drop something on here? LifeLog equals Facebook. Applied to the NSA. Hey, round of applause. Yes. Snowden posted that connection. Cute. So this Anon puts it all together. He said old posts have given Snowden the option for a deal. He took it. He posted confirming that Snowden, he posted it to confirm that Snowden is a highly esteemed person, lots of people who aren't on board with the MAGA train. Imagine the damage and the red pilling he can do with his voice and reach now that he's working with Q and Trump for disclosure. So yes, it looks like Snowden dumped this information about the LifeLog project and Facebook. Essentially, the Pentagon handed over their project to Facebook, to Zuckerberg, and said, hey, go make a lot of money off of this. Gather all people's information and give us the information, running it as a private government partnership to avoid congressional oversight. How about that? So Facebook is going into some very serious trouble in the future. All right. Let's see. Q then posted this. Thank you, Alan. Welcome aboard. Freedom. That is about Alan Dershowitz, who is, I think, unofficially joining Trump's legal team. He has been defending Trump for a long time against a lot of this crazy Russia conspiracy stuff. And Trump is now actually officially asking Dershowitz to help him. So Q then posted this, number 17, Q. All right, what does number 17 mean? Besides this, Q is the 17th letter of the alphabet. Well, right, so when the Alabama Crimson Tide won the national championship and the Houston Astros won the World Series, they visited the White House. Each team gave the president a jersey with the number 17 on it. Coincidence? So an Anon thinks, okay, it's got to be about the jerseys, right? He asks for confirmation. Hey, Q, can you double confirm the number 17 regarded the jerseys when I asked for confirmation? The Anons are bringing up every other 17 under the sun. Keck. Q says, Alan, welcome aboard. Plane 17, Q. All right. So maybe a double meaning. He says it's in reference to Dershowitz and a plane and 17. All right, what is that about? It is about Jeffrey Epstein's plane log. That is correct. So Dershowitz, this is no secret, is known to have flown on Jeffrey Epstein's private plane, the Lolita Express. Here's his name on the flight log, and it happened on the 17th day of the month. That is what Q is referring to. Okay. Now, people are kind of wondering, okay, what the heck? Why was Dershowitz on Jeffrey Epstein's plane? Well, Dershowitz was Epstein's attorney. He defended him in his criminal case. And something to note on this flight log. Right here is, there's this column is a points of departure and arrival. Okay. LST, Little St. James, I think it's LIST, Little St. James, is Epstein's Island. Okay. These people here, JFK to TLST, Little St. James Island, TLST to Tapa, Tapa to TLST. These people are going to Little St. James Island. Dershowitz's flights are BED and CUL. CUL and BED. It's a round trip. And it's not to Little St. James. So where is it? Hang on a second, I'll tell you. Here it is. You can see it a little bit better. All right. BED, let's start with CUL. CUL is actually Montreal International Airport right here. That's the abbreviation. And BED is the airport in Bedford, Massachusetts. So Dershowitz is traveling from Bedford to Montreal round trip. He wasn't going to Little St. James. And people have accused Dershowitz of being a pedophile because, oh, he was on the Lolita Express and he flew down Epstein's Island. Well, this is an article in Business Insider, and it is about the attorneys who accused Dershowitz of having sex with an underage girl on Epstein's Island. And they were forced to admit they made a mistake. They had to retract their statements. This is a long, drawn-out legal battle. People have accused Dershowitz of being a pedophile, and because he's defending Epstein, but the accusations have never had any evidence, and everyone who's accused him has had to apologize and kind of eat crow. So Dershowitz had a legit reason for being on Epstein's plane. That's the bottom line. And so Q was just basically saying, hey, we know about it. It's public knowledge, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. All right, Q then posted this, which is a link to an article suggesting a lack of solid journalism is to blame for Trump being elected president. Q says, funny, serious, night, brackets 5, Q. And let's go to that article here. Here's the article. It's on a Washington Post. If you want to read these Washington Post and New York Times articles and you don't want to pay for the subscription, you can view them for free using the Tor browser. Just letting you know. And this is a really sad article, basically lamenting the fall of journalism and small newspaper outlets and the fact that people are uneducated because journalism just isn't what it used to be, and that uneducated population is what elected Trump. So it's it's pretty sad. If you want to read it, you can check it out. And Anon asked about the gap between nights 4 and 5. In previous posts, Q had actually put in brackets numbers nights 1, 2, 3, and I think 4, and people were counting the nights, and then there was 5. This is the most recent night. Q said Syria. I think that's the night that Trump was in the Situation Room watching what was going on with Syria. And this, Q then posted this, Facebook Building 8, China, Q. All right, Building 8 is a program. It's not a program. Well, I guess it is sort of. It is Facebook's attempt to merge artificial intelligence and some advanced computer hardware. Their goal is actually to connect your mind directly to the internet so that you can think your thoughts will be transmitted into the internet, and it uses virtual reality and a lot of other technology. That is Building 8's program. You can research that. There's a lot of articles out there. Q says it's related to China. They have an agenda with that, so we need to watch out for it. And Facebook is in trouble big time. All right, Q then posted this link to an article about the president's, a law that the president signed, I think it was yesterday, that aims to crack down on websites to promote sex trafficking. Here's the link. Study carefully. Facebook, IG, Instagram, think Ray Chandler, Twitter, etc. Honeypot's Q. Honeypot is just it's a trap. In this context, it's a sex trap. They get you to click on links on Facebook, to click on images. They get you to click on places that lead you to porn sites. And eventually it ends up with child porn and sex trafficking. So the president is cracking down on that. Essentially, here's a link to the article. And Anon asked if Q and his team are sure they have it all. And Q said, we certainly do. And that is going to bring us up to date on our Q update for today. Pretty short. Q has not posted anything this morning. So that'll do it. Love you all. Thank you for your financial support, those of you who are donating. Thank you for your prayers for me and the president, for my wife. Love you all. Take care. I will catch you on the next broadcast. This is Praying Medic signing off.